This millennial generation, they know how to have fun. They may break their arm or leg doing some of the stunts that they're doing, but they do know how to have fun. They also know a lot about the greatest technology gadgets that we have, the best apps to put on your iPad, and who to follow on Twitter. They're very knowledgeable about that. In fact, they can teach me, they can teach the next generation, the generation above them, so many things when it comes to technology. But look what they're wearing. The weird clothes, the sagging pants, some things I just don't get. Am I concerned? Yes, I am concerned about this generation. I'm concerned about my kids. I'm concerned about my grandkids. And not really what they're wearing, but where they're skating to spiritually. The statistics show that these teenagers, those that are in our youth groups, those that are going to church faithfully, by the time they reach their 20s, 8 out of 10 of them will leave Christianity. 80% of them will be walking away from the church. And when we point the finger at them, we are really pointing the finger back at us. Those of us in our 30s, in our 40s, in our 50s, in our 60s, even those of us in our 70s, because we have missed a generation of teaching our children and their children what Christianity is all about. We see in the Bible in Judges chapter 2, verse number 10, and the Bible says, "And Joshua has died, and there arose a generation that did not know the Lord." How did they not know the Lord? Well, the generations before them did not teach them the things they needed to know. We know in Deuteronomy chapter 6 where the great Hebrew Shema is listed. "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one. And you shall love the Lord your God with all of your heart and with all of your soul and with all of your might. And these words which I commanded you today shall be on your heart, and you shall teach them to your children." I know we have an enemy. I know that this enemy has deceived an entire culture on so many different issues. I know that it may seem that we are losing this battle, but I also know that we are commanded to put on what's called the belt of truth. We are commanded to not just sit and allow the enemy to take all of this territory when it comes to spirituality. We have allowed a generation to grow further and further and further apart from the commandments and the statutes that God has given all of us. And maybe we need to reach them in some uncomfortable ways. Maybe we need to go onto social media in order to reach this generation. Maybe we need to go to the skating parks and to the basketball courts in order to reach them. Maybe we need to go to the schools to reach the lost and those that have walked away and have never even heard of Christ. We need to pull up our pants. We need to tighten our belts. And we need to go. So next time you see someone in this generation and you start pointing the finger at them, maybe we need to look at ourselves and ask ourselves the question, am I a sagging pants Christian?